Beautiful voice, too. Thank you. When I return to the White House, I will once again aggressively defend religious freedom in all of its forms, and many forms, but we will defend it in every single one of its forms. We will protect Christians in our schools, in our military, in our government, in our workplaces, in our hospitals, and in our public square. In my next term, I will once again appoint a rock-solid conservative, and we are putting in, we put in almost 300 judges and 3 Supreme Court justices to interpret the law and the Constitution as written. It was being interpreted slightly different than that, as you probably noticed. In my first 4 years, we totally transformed the federal bench, and putting in all of these judges, and nobody's ever seen anything like it, actually, a record, pro-Constitution judges. I withstood vicious attacks to pick and confirm 3 great Supreme Court justices, Neil Gorsuch, Brett Kavanaugh, and Amy Coney Barrett. Good people, too. I took a lot of heat. A lot of hits, but we did the right thing. They're great people. Thanks to these justices, we have also achieved what the pro-life movement fought to get for 49 years, and we've gotten abortion out of the federal government and back to the states, the way everybody and all legal scholars always said it should be. Nobody thought that would happen. That's what they wanted. The whole thing was they wanted the Roe v. Wade was federal, and they wanted it all back in the states where the people could vote and make their decisions. It's now up to the will of the people in each state. Some states will be more conservative. Other states will be more liberal. It's happening now. You see the votes are all taking place. And it's the way every legal scholar and just about all the Democrats and all the Republicans and conservatives and liberals, they all wanted it that way. And we did something that was amazing. The big problem was it was caught up in the federal government, but the people will decide, and that's the way it should be. The people are now deciding, and some states are a little bit more conservative, and some states are much more liberal. If the radical Democrat extremes get their way, they will have a federal law for abortion, to rip the baby out of the womb in the 7th, 8th, and 9th month, and even execute the baby after birth. They have that. You know that. The governor, think of it, the governor of Virginia, previous governor, we have a great governor of Virginia right now, but Glenn Youngkin is doing a great job. But the previous governor of Virginia, you want to make that very clear, because he's doing great. The previous was not so good. But he actually made that statement, we'll put the baby down after the babies, we'll put that, and you'll decide what to do. And there are states that allow that. They're the radical ones on this issue, far and away the radical ones, not us. Every voter has to go with your heart and do what's right, but we also have to get elected, because we have a lot of other things. We have to get elected. You have to be able to win. Like Ronald Reagan, I believe in exceptions for the life of the mother, rape, and incest. Some people do. I think most people do, actually, but some people don't. You have to go with your heart, but you have to also remember you have to get elected. I want to thank the 6 Supreme Court justices, Clarence Thomas, Samuel Alito, John Roberts, Brett Kavanaugh, Neil Gorsuch, and Amy Coney Barrett for the wisdom and the courage they showed on this long-term, very contentious issue. This has been a long time it's been fought. Getting it back to the states puts the question where it belongs, with the vote of the people, and over time, it will all work out. It's working out right now, but it's all going to work out, and it's where everybody wanted it, including the legal scholars, but it's where everybody wanted it to be. And it's taken, actually, they say 49, but it's probably 51 years it's taken to get this done. Above all, in the Republican Party, we will always support families, babies, life, and very, very important to the